What's up, my friends? We're in the basement today. Going to do a little bit of a product review for you today on the new Z-Man bait lockers. I've been using this on the water now for a little while, so I want to give you an honest review of my thoughts, how it works, and actually show you exactly how I have it loaded up from my last kayak trip. Let's switch to the overhead view, take a look. All right, my friends, so today we're checking out the Z-Man bait lockers, some new tackle storage option here, directly from Z-Man. Came out, I think it came out like a month or two ago, I can't remember. I was lucky enough that I received this one as a gift for a work event we had going on. Thanks again, Mark, I appreciate that if you're watching. So I haven't unpacked this or cleaned this up since coming off of Wilson Lake last weekend, so I apologize. It was a little messy, but I figure it's going to give you an idea of what this is like. Now I can tell you size wise, fully loaded up. Let's see, we got a width of about 18.5 inches, depth of just about, what's that, 9 1/4 or so. Height, you're looking at about 7 1/4 inches, fully loaded. This fits perfectly right behind my seat in my kayak. I don't even have to use my trunk well if I don't want to, but I was able to get rid of my crates, which is pretty handy. So let's talk about things we got going on the outside. Of course, a simple carrying case on the top. This is held together with 2 clasps. I can tell you that these flaps here also have magnets in them. You can hear that. Of course, there is a shoulder strap. If you want to carry it over your shoulder, you can do so there. And then the bottom of this, so this black portion here is more of a rubberized or rubber material to kind of help keep that a little bit more secure, a little bit more, help to keep that from getting damaged as much since it's going to be beat around a bit. Now, you're probably seeing the one thing that I see as a downside for this, this option right now is that this is the Z-Man blue. And I get it that this is their signature blue color, but I take this fishing, it's gonna look pretty dirty here after a while, but that's a minor thing as far as color. So let's pop this open here real quick. As I said earlier, this has magnetic pieces in it. There's magnets in here to help hold that closed. Now, obviously that isn't something that I'm gonna use when I'm out and about, but it is something that I use, or nice to have when on the lake. So I can just flap that closed, don't have to worry about it at all. So opening it up, we do have a couple things going on here. So on the top here, there's some plastic containers here. So there's 1 and 2 large ones down here. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 smaller compartments up here. I'm not really 100% sure on the use of these so far. I've got a lot of my jigs that I'm gonna use in here, and I've got those and I've got those sitting in there. So I have quick access to them. If I just want to grab this whole bag and run, I'm good to go. Now you notice I've got a 3600 Plano box on the top. This is not intended to be this way, but this is where I keep basically my terminal tackle. So by throwing this in here, I've got pretty much everything that I need. So inside of the box, yeah, this carries a lot of plastics. So they advertise that this can take up to, up to 50 plastics containers, or up to 50 plastic packaging for all your plastics and fishing. Of course, it is sized specifically for Z-Man. Let me count how many I've got in here right now, just to give you an idea. I got 53 in here right now. Now, to be fair, some of these are my crappie baits, which don't take up nearly as much room, but also some are my swim baits, which have the hard plastic covers, which take up a lot more room. So not too bad. I also have a little bit of room down here where I have put, just my fish scales in here, my fish pliers are in here, and my wacky rig tool are hanging out in here as well. While I have this out, this has 1, 2, 3, 4 dividers that come with it. Those dividers are just held in with hook and loop, or Velcro as many people know it, where you can put that into place wherever you want. I do like that these are pretty dang easy to undo and move around as you have more or less plastics in here. As I was kind of organizing this out, I was able to move things around pretty easily, which is pretty dang handy. Let me throw these back in here before I lose them. Now, this also has a zipper on the back here. So right here, this whole back section is a mesh pocket. So this is handy if you have a container or a plastics container that's not a standard size, like this Rabid Baits, right? So these Rabid Baits lures are not a standard size plastic container. They're not gonna really fit in with everything else, so I can just slide them out here on the outside and keep them good to go. This is also good for other random things. I've been throwing my sunscreen in here, or for the longer camping trips, my flask in here as well. So that's my overall kind of walkthrough of the Z-Man Baits Locker. I really do enjoy this. Again, I'm not too happy about the blue color. I'm not quite sure how to best use this plastic storage area in the top, but being able to have all of my plastics in this more form appropriate shape than my milk crate that I had before really helps me be more efficient with my baits on the water. That and just being able to throw everything into one easy to grab container is always nice. Now I will point out for my friends that are doing saltwater, there are no metal aspects to this at all. This is all fabric and plastic. They even have on their card here, I like to point out, no metal parts at all. I think it's that, yeah. So they do have no metal parts that can rust or corrode. I'm not sure about the magnets and what the magnets are sticking to on the inside. That's the only thing I can think of that's a possibility, but that's what the advertisements say. So all in all, is this worth 70 bucks? I think it is, especially when comparing it to other tackle boxes that are out there. And especially if you are a finesse or plastics angler like myself. You know these plastics takes up the vast majority of your space. And traditional tackle boxes really don't have a great storage solution for them. With this, I can easily pop it open. I know what I have where. Here's all my Ned rigs, all my creatures, all my swim, all my crappie. And I can easily thumb through, look for what I want to grab, pull it out, hook it up, and get it in the water pretty easily. So that to me makes it worth it, hands down. That's all I got for you today, my friends. If you can't get outside, bonus, get a pole in the water. Take care of yourselves, be safe, wash your hands, wear a mask. Be nice to each other. See ya.